Welcome back. It is day 234, I think. I don't know. It's a day. We're at 2018. Let's find an opponent. Okay, we found somebody who's 2057, joined recently. No, thank you. Recently. Okay, this person did not join recently, so let's go ahead and play. We have a Caro-Kann. They push. We like to develop the knight to h6 and these variations. And they don't want any business like this, but that does weaken this square. So if I go here, do they have some kind of thing here? I go back, or I would just put my bishop on e4, I guess. Yeah, they're trying to restrict my bishop. That is kind of what their plan is. So if I go here and they give a check, I can just give a check myself, and then I can take. So I'm going to go e6. This is a blunder due to check. Not anymore. So we need to be careful because they are threatening to trap my bishop. For some reason, I feel like I'm in a little bit of trouble, even though it just doesn't seem like it should be. Do I have to play knight back? Push here, push, takes. Yeah, I did something wrong here for sure. Without a doubt. I'd like to trade off my light scored bishop. If I go here, I can just trade. I don't know how great that is, but I kind of am feeling it. Like if you push your pawn, I will just happily give that up. They don't even want it. Queen here maybe? You push. No. Check. Wait, so if I go here, takes, knight takes, check. Your king is vulnerable. You know what? We're playing risky chess. Also, I guess, what am I talking about? The queen protects it. You lock it down. Something feels wrong about this position. For my opponent, at least. I know it is said never play f6, but in this case, I need to just start like trying to break this open, I think. It also makes room for my knight, and you can't utilize this. And once again, I don't really care about this. I'm going to give up the bishop for the two pawns. That is my idea. And I don't know why my opponent's not going for it, to be honest. It's got to be pretty good for them. I can go here, attacking the pawn. Yeah, they're just playing a very solid game, I guess. It's kind of boring. Here, I guess I have this now as well. So I guess maybe they aren't actually trapping the bishop. I can always go back. It's a very closed position. Very, very closed. And they have a little bit more time than I do. This pawn's kind of annoying in their position because they can't really develop the knight. So if I could get a bishop here, could be problematic. Also, if I could get something to that square, that'd be awesome. Did have a feeling like they might play something like that. Takes. Castles, maybe. I like that. Here, I guess they can take. Okay, but instead they push their pawn. I can just go back and protect, though. No, because then they're going to fork me. So I'll just go back then. It's not a problem. No, I do have an issue with this, though. Takes here. Check. Forces the king to stay in the center of the board. Is it worth it? That is the $1,000,000 question. Takes, check. The king has to go here. Castles. I guess I can just castle now. No, I don't want my opponent to castle. I'm really feeling the sacrifice. I can also maybe play here. Queen c7. The knight doesn't have any checks, so you can't really go here because then I'm just going to pin it. Here takes queen back. You play back, I go check. King has to come up. Or I could start with this. Then you can protect it. I'm going to sack the knight. I know it's not good, but it's 110% my kind of play. And I'm going to start with the check first to force the king up and then play queen c6 or queen c7. This is 110% the way that I love to play chess. We're going to go here, and now I think queen c7. If this... I mean, you don't have any good squares to put the knight on. I just play back. So let's just tempo the knight. Protect bishop here. Okay, you go back. That makes a lot of sense. I think now I can just step up with the bishop and it's like all up in your business. All up in your business. Long castle maybe. I want to open up the center of the board. That is what I need to do. I need to just play e5, e4. Your dark squares are insanely weak. You definitely don't want to take here. If you play this, I'm going to play bishop f4. I would love to get the knight to this square. Realistically, that's what I should probably be playing for, but the bishop isn't really doing much. Also, maybe short side castle. Like, just to get the rook on f8 really quick. Okay, they decide to take. Look at their dark squares, though. Their dark squares are so insanely weak that I just can't get behind that move at all. But, okay, let's take. Let's see what they got for us. Queen here. I mean, if they play this, are they escaping? They might be escaping. They get their king to this square. But if they don't play king here right now, queen here is going to be crushing. Because they can't go here. I guess they can play... Yeah, they do run. But now I just like put the bishop on this square maybe. Or do I take this time to castle? No, wait a second. Here we just do that. Yeah. Okay, it's 110% time to play a5. If takes, I'm going to take with check. And then, you know, we're potentially getting in. The square is held. The knight can't really develop. The square's... maybe it's not the greatest. Regardless, their development is down. We have the bishop pair. Dark squares are weak. King's not safe. King castle. I'm just trying to justify this, and maybe it's not good, but maybe it is. Who knows? I just know that if I take, they cannot capture back. So, queen comes in. Okay, so if I take, they go here. Check. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. What if I just castle? What if we just castle now? Like, okay. What? Takes. What are they doing? I guess they didn't want me to open this up, but takes, they have to take this way. And then maybe we start trying to open this up or something. Takes, queen takes, I push. Knight takes, I can just take. Okay, they have to take with the queen. And then I'm going to push the pawn, trying to open up their king a little bit. They've got a check. Can just move my king. I need to start trying to open up their king. That's what I'm trying to do. I just didn't think that letting their king run over here for free would do anything, and I didn't think the queen, I don't know. Maybe it was a good choice, but trying to break this open also felt really good. Once again, the knight literally has no legal squares it can go to. So yeah, maybe taking this pawn is actually a good move for them. Like if I go here, knight takes. Yeah, they got to develop. Let's bring the bishop back so that there's never anything like this. Check. I was just going to move this way. Just hide away. Maybe we're going to give this check now. Push the pawn. Try to come in. Can also go this way. Ooh, wait a second. Bishop c6. Bishop c6 could be very, very strong. Bishop c6 here. Push. Where do you even go? You have to go all the way back out. Yeah, let's just get on this diagonal. Yeah, we're kicking the queen out. You have to leave. And then we're opening this up. Takes. Once again, that's probably why I shouldn't have done that. But I can just capture here. Bishop's under attack. Rook d8. Your king's in the center of the board. Threats of this. Actually, yeah, you can't take. You have to take this. And then I'll take here. Okay, a minute 30. We need to speed up. Okay, yeah, you had to do that. And now check. We take the knight. And then we're gonna get the other rook involved. Yeah, we're gonna be chilling. Actually, you can go here, can't you? Take. Are they gonna be safe? Oh. Yeah, okay, let's take. Just need to move quick. Bishop there. Is there a threat? Let's attack this. So the knight's got to move. Knight here, I go check. Time to speed her up. And then maybe the bishop can get to this square. Oh, yeah. Check. King here. Check king here. Okay, let's just bring the other rook. Have this though. No, they don't. Check. If they block, I have takes. And we got to remember that this is attacked as well. Okay, this is getting very fiery and exciting. I like it. Huge threats on the board right now. Huge threats. I guess they can also block using the bishop, but then I take here. So more than likely they need to move the king. But they can't really because this is attacked as well. Check though. Yeah, they miss this. They go here. I cannot take, but I take with check. And then this is hanging. This is also hanging, but this is all done with tempo. So bishop takes, or even bishop takes. Queen takes. But I want to... Okay, let's take with the rook, or the queen. Just don't hang the rook. Actually, I can come back with some tempo. Bishop there. Let's not hang mate. Or, well, hang the rook. Now if they trade, I'll just take. Takes. This is going to fall. This is also pinned, so check is threatened. This is a ruthless attack. Takes. Here, I take the rook. Checks are covered. Okay, they're going to try and flag me. Very fair. Check. Just need to move quick. This pawn is falling. They can go here. Just take. I am panicking. 30 seconds to 40. They're also in time trouble. It's not just me. It's not just me. I can also just sack. Well, no, not in this position. They promote. Back. Let's just take so that we're never losing to that. King up. Check. No, you literally just have to move. Get behind the pawn. They let me pin, I just pin. We have more time. They just lost because we're going to sack. There we go. We just need the pawn. Now we're going to come up here, win the pawn, promote. Just like this. We can pretty much pre-move this. Check. 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 Okay, they lost on time. That was a fun game, I must say. I hope you guys thought so too. But was it perfect? Absolutely not. Whew. I played with a 71. Opponent played with a 67. Let's take a look at this Caro-Kann. Okay, so I don't know why I didn't play bishop out first. You develop the bishop and then the knight. That is how it's done. And then here, I mean, the whole idea is to put the knight here, but yeah, this is my prep. And then if they play here, you can go here, I think. Then you can just do this. Okay. I just know in a lot of situations, whenever they play like with this, you put the knight out on h6 because the bishop can't take it. That's where that thought process came from, but maybe I'm just mixing up lines. It felt very, very uncomfortable here, making a lot of mistakes. Of course, I'll get a little bit of trouble from this f6 move. Blah, blah, blah. So be it. I know it creates a huge weakness, and then I guess they can go here. If you go here, there's a fork. That's why it's bad. Takes. Or even, honestly, in this position, I probably would have just taken because this is kind of what I was going for, regardless. Not good, but is what it is. Brought the queen out. And then we finally took, going back, they're pushing us back, and then we sacked their knight. It's not good, but we got their king unsafe. And then they gave us the dark squared bishop. Just not good for them. And I thought that that was fine. A5, nice move. But we should immediately attack their queen. And if they take, I guess takes, if they're going to go here, just king up. They're supposed to go back offering a queen trade. I would just move. But okay, we get this. And right here, we should even still just push. Oops, check. Oh, it wants this. If I move over, it's bad because they can take with check. But okay, we get this position, kick the queen out, and then we find e4, takes, and they should have took. And this is what I was going to go for. They've got a check here. I can't block. Okay, so I'd have to go here. And then there's a check. What? Oh, removing the defender of this bishop. So takes, king over. They could go back if they want. But our queen's getting in. Here I should just step back, pinning the knight. And this is just a blunder. I could have apparently played rook d8. But the reason why I didn't play rook d8 is because, I mean, obviously I see that there's this, but it's just protected. So I didn't want to trade pieces. I wanted to try and win back the material. But yeah, we've got check and then takes and takes. And this was very nice. And we just convert. Make sure that they're not promoting. And then this is a very easy way to make sure that you never blunder a fork or anything. If you can pin the knight and you have sufficient material to still win the game, give up the rook for the knight so that they don't have any counterplay. That's exactly what we did. Made sure that we weren't ever going to lose these pieces, and then we were going to promote. Got the dub. GG. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.